I got 10 natural hair do's and don'ts for you to not only grow your hair long, but healthy, sis, so you could keep that hair. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm about to give you these natural hair do's and don'ts for you to keep in mind on your natural hair journey and just get the most out of it. So the first do I got for you is to experiment. Experiment. When I was younger, I tried so many different deep conditioners and like protein treatments, and my hair was like, it kind of wasn't feeling some of them. But when I found that one, and you know what I'm talking about, that secret sauce, I kept using it. You don't have to always stick to one thing. I know I say like be consistent with one thing, but if your hair not feeling it, listen to your hair and just try little things here and there. You don't have to try something new every single time, but try something new. Like after a while and you see that's not really working for your hair, experiment with different deep conditioners, different oils, different mixtures. So the second do I got for you, and this is something that I never used to do, like I didn't know how powerful it was till like now, till 2021. But the second do I got for you is to detangle your hair wet. That probably sounds so like duh, but I really didn't used to do that. I used to take my braids out, comb my hair, and wash it. I wear protective styles a lot, you already know that. So when I take my hair down, combing it without water in it every time is just gonna break my hair off. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to do it like every now and then, but not too often, sis. Wet your hair. Use detangler if you want to. I don't do that because I'm lazy, but it really is a good way to keep your hair. So the third do I got for you is, girl, what is this? A gang sign? So the third do that I have for you is to cleanse your scalp. This is a common mistake that I always used to see. So I used to braid hair, right? And some people will really come to their appointments with a dirty scalp, and I feel like a lot of people think that the dirt in your hair or the oils in your hair make your hair grow. Like, sis, who told you that? If you don't clean that scalp, girl, it's so much like buildup that happens when you don't wash your hair for a long time. So when you let all of that build up on your scalp, you're not even letting your hair grow. Your hair trying to come out your scalp, and it's like, bitch, what is this? All this dirt. The fourth do I got for you is to trim your hair when necessary. Not only trim your ends, but just take care of them, period. Put you some extra moisturizer, some extra oil at them ends, sis. Give them extra attention. Take care of those ends. That is the main thing you need to focus on when you growing your hair, because if you growing your hair and your hair is breaking off, sis, you ain't getting nowhere. You stuck like this. Moisturize, seal, trim, braid them up. You know what I'm saying? When you about to go to sleep, make sure your ends is tucked away at all times. The fifth natural hair do that I got for you is to drink a lot of water and eat clean. Get you some nutrients in your diet. Get you some vitamins in your diet. This is not only going to help your hair, but your skin, your overall gut health, like everything, sis. Start to eat a little bit more clean, and you don't have to completely change your diet. Like, oh, if I want to grow my hair, I gotta eat clean all the time. Like, no, you don't have to do that, but just start out taking in more healthy food. Before we get into the don'ts, I want to show y'all this oil this company sent me, sis. Put this on your hair right here like that. Let me say that, because this that good stuff. Let me say that. No. I really like these products, and you can use both of these for many different things. So I definitely think that it's worth going to their page at least and checking it out, because I really think that you would like it. So thank you, Planted, for sending me these things. I really love them, and I support this company, sis. This is some good stuff. They did not pay me to say that, and it's Black owned. So now let's get into these don'ts. So the first natural hair don't I have for you is do not pull out your knots, sis. Don't pull out your knots. I used to do this all the time. And when I tell you, split ends, And that's the last thing we want, is split ends. Split ends is the enemy. That's the devil. That is the main thing that is going to terrorize your hair, is split ends. And I definitely get them all the time because I be making so many mistakes. So definitely do not pull out those knots that you get maybe from washing your hair, or when you have a protective styling or whatever. If you got to cut it sharp. You know what I'm saying? Cut it sharp. That's gonna prevent the split ends. That's gonna prevent the split ends. Cut it sharp, or preferably detangle it. Like, get you some conditioner or get you some detangler, sis, if you want to get fancy with it. Second natural hair don't goes hand in hand with what I just said. Do not neglect your hair. This is something that I still do, because I be sad, sis. So whatever it is that keeps you from taking care of your hair, you have to kind of beat that. So if it's sadness, if it's laziness, if it's overwhelmed, if it's the lack of knowledge, like whatever it is that keeps you from taking care of your hair, you have to let the love for your hair overweigh that. You have to let the desire for to get your goal to overweigh that. So every single time that you catch yourself about to neglect your hair for one of those reasons, think like, would this be good for my future? Would my future self thank me for this? Like, is this going to be beneficial in the long run? No, because if you get in the habit of keep neglecting your hair and keep not doing what you're supposed to be doing, then it's gonna catch up to you, sis. But if you neglect your hair a little bit here and there, it ain't gonna mean nothing. But if you do it so often, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna be stuck. And I know this from experience. You're not gonna get nowhere. Like when I was younger, I did not play about my hair. I was on top of my hair. I used to do every little small habit. I was not playing. And when I tell you, I used to see the growth, like I wasn't even paying attention. Just take care of your hair. All of a sudden, you're gonna see a couple more inches out of nowhere, like, this my hair. But if you keep neglecting it, you're not gonna see no inches, sis. So definitely make sure that you do not neglect your hair. Those little small hair habits, they add up and they gonna come in handy. The third natural hair don't I got for you is to don't over manipulate your hair. If you got your real hair out, you don't have to be playing in it every day. If you got a protective style in, you don't got to be playing in that every day. Like sometimes I just put my hair in a ponytail or a bun and just leave it in there. You know what I'm saying? Don't always touch your hair. Don't always comb your hair. And I think you know this by now. The less you touch your hair, the better. The fourth natural hair don't I got for you is do not wear tight hairstyles. Don't do it to yourself, sis. Like I said, you always have to be nice to your scalp. If you wearing them tight hairstyles, you know how when somebody do your hair too tight and you get the you get the bumps in the back, get the bumps in the back of your head, and then you get the bumps all around here. Those bumps is not only preventing your hair from growing, but they snatching your hair out too. Trust me, I know this, especially if you itching them, because I know they be itching. I said if you itching them, I mean if you scratching them. Do not wear tight hairstyles, because if you constantly like torturing your scalp, it's not gonna want to grow. The hair just gonna be like playing peekaboo. The fifth natural hair don't, the fifth or the 10th, sis, the fifth natural hair don't that I have for you goes hand in hand with what I just said. Do not scratch your scalp. You probably like, don't scratch my scalp, that's normal. Don't scratch your scalp. If you scratch your scalp when you are washing your hair, get you a shampoo brush. You ain't got no shampoo brush yet? Get you a shampoo brush. It literally feels like you scratching your scalp. And if you need to scratch your scalp when you're not washing your hair, like say your head just itch, scratch it with your finger, what's this called? What is this called? Somebody let me know. Your fingertips, your finger palms. It's a word for this, right? All right, let's just stop. But scratch it with your fingers aggressively. It's literally gonna feel like, it probably not gonna feel like you scratching it, but it's not supposed to, sis. You gotta be nice to your scalp, okay? If you keep beating up your scalp, she not gonna wanna grow. She gonna be like, your hair is not gonna want to come out of that scalp. All right, so those are my 10 natural hair do's and don'ts for you. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit the like button for me, sis, and thank you for always supporting me and coming back, because a lot of times I'll be like, I only got 100 views, but then I'm like, sis, that's 100 people watching your video, and they keep supporting you and they keep coming back, and I just love you so much and I appreciate you. Thank you, and let me know what you want to see. Literally, the first person to comment what they want to see on my channel, I'm gonna do that video just for you, because I appreciate you so much. Yeah, thank you for watching. You know I'm gonna get awkward, so bye. Love you. Oopsies. I made up oopsies. Doopsies.